Hello, good morning. Yesterday, I myself, Dr. R.S. Sen, Professor, Plant Breeding and Genetics, School of Agriculture, Suresh Gyan Vihar University. Students, we talked yesterday about a bridge course and why this bridge course, what is this bridge course, why it is necessary for the students who have passed out school and they are interested to take admission in the college. This course is important in the sense that during the school studies they have different environment and different subjects, but when they go to the college they have the totally different environment. So as to acquaint students and make familiar with the college environment before entering in the first class of their first semester, this course is started. Here I would like to tell you that we were discussing yesterday. I told you about the different courses offered in the School of Agriculture, say semester wise, and we have covered the 4 semesters. As you know that in the agriculture, School of Agriculture offers 3 programs. B.Sc Honors Agriculture, this is 4-year course, and the B.Tech Agriculture, that is also 4 years, and ABM Agri Business Management. So I just apprised you about the syllabus offered in the different semesters of the B.Sc Honors Agriculture. We have covered about 4 semesters. Today we will start with the 5th semester, what different courses are offered for B.Sc Honors Agriculture program students. So here in the 5th semester, these courses are farming systems and sustainable agriculture. Nowadays you know that the production has increased tremendously, as we have observed in the at the time of independence, but we require the sustainability in our production. Therefore this course is taken in the program. This farming system, different farming systems, using the different farming system, how the farmers can have their agricultural production sustainable. Geoinformatics and precision farming, and likewise this practical crop production. Here we, as I told you, that there are different in different semesters courses for practicals in for rabi crops and for kharif crops are offered in the different semesters. Introductory biotechnology. Nowadays this biotechnology has also introduced in agriculture, because there are requirement of new genes, new traits to be transferred in the varieties, which are important for increasing yields, for increasing resistance against the different biotic and abiotic stresses. Pest of field crops and stored grains and their management. So these are again important course. So just I am talking about the courses so that you can have just familiar with these courses. So when you come to the class, you will not surprised to listen these subjects or courses. Similarly, the protected cultivation and secondary agriculture. So protected cultivation, nowadays you also see nearby in your farmers field. So there are poly houses, and that is protected cultivation, where the all environment and conditions are controlled. Then communication skills and personality development, again important course, where the a agriculture graduate can, when he goes to the fields, how he can disseminate his practical knowledge to the farmers, and that can be utilized at farmers. So this is the, one should have the good communication skills. so that the farmers can understand the whatever the student or whatever the graduate agriculture is telling to him. So, diseases of field and horticultural crops and their management. As I told you earlier also that this diseases causes a colossal losses in the agricultural production. So, their management is very important. Another this course crop improvement. This crop improvement for kharif crops as well as for rabi crops. The crop improvement, this course deals with the employing different breeding methods, development of the different varieties which are suitable for different agroclimatic conditions, different situations, say for example for irrigated situations, for unirrigated situations, for rain fed conditions, for salinity conditions. So, different type of varieties are developed in this course. Then ruminant production and management. Ruminant production, that is the animal husbandry course, because it is a integrated farming system. This animal husbandry is closely associated with the agriculture, and this also provides the sustainability in the agriculture. Post harvest management and value addition of fruits and vegetables. This is again another very important. In our country there is a huge losses after the harvest is taken, after the harvest. So, we have to manage it better, and we have to value addition should be there, so that the farmer can get the good prices. So, value addition as well as the post harvest management is important, especially for the fruit and vegetable crops which are perishable and do not have the shelf life. Okay, in the next semester 6, we go for principles of organic farming. This organic farming word, now you know that how these chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides are hazardous to the human life and animals, and they are also polluting the environment, soil as well as our underground water. Therefore, the emphasis is also given on the organic farming, where we use the products or inputs like fertilizers, insecticide, pesticides, which are of organic origin, and they do not cause hazardous effect on the human life and the environment. Rain fed agriculture and watershed management. Rain fed agriculture in our country, the irrigation facilities are not available to all the farmers. Therefore, we have to manage through the other means, so that we can have the good harvest. We have to conserve the moisture, we have to have this watershed management, and we can harvest the optimum yields. Similarly, the practical crop production for rabi crops, and farm management, production and resource economics. Another course, that is pest of horticulture crops and their management. It is similarly like for the field crops, the horticultural and vegetable crops should also be protected from the insects and pests, and reduce the losses caused by these insect pests. Then crop improvement, second, that includes the rabi crops. So, varietal development of the rabi crops. You know what are the crops which are grown in the rabi season. These are the winter. These crops are sown in the winter season. So, rabi crops are, as you know, that this wheat, barley, chickpea, lentil, and many other crops. They are grown in the they are sown in the winter season. These are called the rabi crops, and the crops sown in the summer season, they are called kharif crops like pearl millet, maize, arhar, moong bean, cowpea, sorghum, groundnut, sesamum, all these crops are of kharif crops. Then commercial plant breeding, this course we are not running here in our School of Agriculture. This landscaping is another important to bring the lands under cultivation. Landscaping is important. Poultry production and management, this is also a part of animal husbandry, and this is also taught to the students of B.Sc honors agriculture, so that doing this agriculture, a farmer can also have some poultry birds, and he can have this income from the poultry, from their eggs. So their day to day requirement for money is met by these poultry birds. Okay, then these are the 6 semesters, and the last 1 year, that is actually for your practical training, and for that purpose you have to leave this college campus and you have to attach with some farmers field through the KVKs. You know what are the KVKs? Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Krishi Vigyan Kendra, these are run by the universities. Krishi Vigyan Kendra, they are also run by the central government, and there are some Krishi Vigyan Kendras which are run by the NGOs. So these Krishi Vigyan Kendra, they are in our country, at least one Krishi Vigyan Kendra is there in each district. There may be more than one KVK, but at least one KVK is there in the each district. And the main work of these KVKs to disseminate the knowledge or the findings or recommendations given by the universities, ICR institutes to the farmers through demonstrating them, through trainings. They demonstrate the new technologies, they demonstrate the efficiency or potential of the new varieties to the farmers at their farmers field as well as the KVK fields. So you have to attach to the farmers through the KVKs. So and you have to be there for this is there are this 1 year ready program is divided in 2 parts. In the 7th semester, the rural agriculture work experience RAWE program and agri industrial attachment, that is what are these actually RAWE and this agriculture, yeah, AIT, agriculture industrial attachment. So here this RAWE program, it is a compulsory, mandatory for each and every student after completing or passing all these 6 semesters. They have to undergo this RAWE program. Students will be attached to a farmer's family, and they will learn all activities what is farmer is doing in his field. Beginning from there, they will also learn their socio-economic status, what is the position, irrigation position, fertilizers he is using, and they will also give whatever they have been taught. You students are taught in the classroom. You have to give your experience, knowledge to the farmer, and you can judge whatever taught in the classroom whether it is effective at farmers field or not. So it is very important. It is just like internship. Every student has to attach with farmers family. He will not only learn there the different agricultural activities carried out by the farmers family, but he will also learn how the farmer is living, what is his social background there, what are the earnings, how farmers family they are earning their livelihood, whether the students or the children of the farmer goes to the school. So every information you have to learn. Similarly, the another that is attachment to the industry, agri industry. That will also provide you the work experience, how the this working in the agro industry is done. So that when you go after completing this your graduation program and go for some work in some any agro industry, so you will not feel new to there, and you will be already familiar with all the this experience. You will be very, it will be easy for you to get the job as well as to accommodate in these industries for the work. Okay, so these programs end in the 8th semester, that is after completing this RAWE and this industrial attachment. You will also get the certificates from the RAWE program, you will also get the certificates from the industry, and these certificates are important for taking admission in higher education as well as seeking the appointment in the private jobs or in the government jobs. After that, you see in the last 8th semester, experience learning program, ELP, that is hands on training. So this is a very important, and this ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, has been made compulsory for all the students to go through this experience learning program. So here in the School of Agriculture, students not only learn in the classroom, but they do this hands on training, means whatever taught in the classroom you do yourself, and by doing this you may earn some money also. So there are different modules for this ELP. You can hands on mushroom cultivation, you can also hands on vermicomposting, on fisheries, on high tech horticulture. So there are different 12 modules are offered to the students, and they will be self sufficient to do this their own without any help after this your completion of the graduation. If some student they start their own entrepreneurship, they can also do their vermicomposting unit, they can establish biofertilizer units, they can also go for poultry, they can also do this say for example mushroom cultivation, hydroponics. So there are about 12 modules are there, and each student has to choose 2 modules, and go for 6 months. He will learn this hands on training on these modules. So these are the actually subjects offered during or throughout the 8 semesters. Now I would like to tell you about the departments in the college, in the agriculture college, how many departments are there and what type courses they offer. So you see there are different departments in the courses discipline wise. So if we talk about, there is a department of genetics and plant breeding. Genetics and plant breeding, there are some major departments. This is genetics and plant breeding also one of the major departments, and this department is also associated with the plant physiology, biotechnology, agricultural biotechnology. So that is also included in the same department. And another major department of the college, that is the agronomy. Agricultural meteorology is also associated with this department. So agronomy, and it offers about 12 courses during the B.Sc Honours Agriculture program. Then another that is plant pathology or microbiology. These departments, they deal with the protection of the against the diseases, protection of the crops against various diseases and their management. And similarly, the soil science and agriculture chemistry, again this important department, and it offers 5 courses during this program. Then department entomology, it deals with the courses and offers about 5 courses in various semesters, and gives the management practices against the different pests which are very hazardous to the crops. One again major department, that is horticulture. It deals with the vegetables and fruits and also the flowers. So, this is the very important department, and offers about 6 courses in the program. Agriculture economics, it also offers 4 courses, and agricultural engineering and mathematics. So, agriculture engineering B.Tech is another one program, but for the B.Sc honors agriculture students, this agricultural engineering department is there, and they offer the different courses like introductory soil and water conservation engineering, farm machinery and power, renewable energy and green technology, protection cultivation and secondary agriculture. So, there are different courses, and also agricultural extension. This department deals with the dissemination of the technologies developed by the universities, how to disseminate the new technologies to the farmers, because the technology is only fruitful when it is adopted by the farmers. So, whatever technology is developed, that should be farmers friendly and economically viable. If some technology is not done by the farmer, then this technology has no worth, and at the same time it should be economic. If it is very costly, and then it is of no use. So, it should be economically viable and should be farmers friendly. Okay, another department we have here, statistics, computer application and IPR. IPR, you know, intellectual property right. So, we have one department, this statistics. So, when you study, we have to analysis various observations to conclude, or to conclude to some result. So, statistics department is there. Computer application, animal production, this is one department where animal husbandry. So, here 2 courses are run. 2 courses are offered in the animal production, this ruminant production and management, and poultry production and its management, and one course, that is language. So, this course is actually important, and here because for the your maybe some students from you have come from a Hindi medium, some are from English medium. So, for your better exposure to the world community, this language program, so that you can pronounce better and you can write grammatically correct. Therefore, this course is also run or offered for the B.Sc honors agriculture students. So, and we here the courses offered in this language department, this is comprehension and communication skills in English, human values and ethics, and English for special purposes. So, these are the courses actually. So, okay, little bit I would like to tell you what different we have definitely already discussed about the different courses during the whole program, but what different department wise courses offered to the, so that you can have a that what department will provide what type of courses are offered by the different departments. So, just a brief only, I will just name the courses, and I will also give that whether there is a how many credit hours for this course, and whether how many credit hours for practical and how many for theory. So, say for example, this introductory botany, I told you that the introductory botany is only for those students who have passed 12th with mathematics stream PCM and physics, chemistry and maths. Otherwise, it is not required for the students who have passed through PCB, physics, chemistry and biology. So, here beginning from the second semester, you see this fundamentals of genetics. So, this course is taught two theory courses, two theory classes and one practical class every week. So, there are 3 credits hour, 2 plus 1. Similarly, this fundamentals of plant breeding also have the 2 plus 1, 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes and 1 practical class in every week. Similarly, the fundamentals of crop physiology, that is also of 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. Principles of seed technology. So, this also have 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes and 1 practical. So, total 3 credit hours are there. Similarly, this intellectual property rights, that have only 1 credit hour, that is theory, only theory credit hour, only 1 class per week of theory will be offered to the students. Crop improvement first, that is for kharif crops, it also offers 2 credit hours, 1 and then this introductory biotechnology, that is 2 credit hours are offered, 1 practical and 1 theory. Crop improvement second, that is rabi crops, here also 2 credit hours. Commercial plant breeding, this course we do not carry in our this department. Okay, then another department, that is I told you that we have 12 departments in the college, and this agronomy, that is one of the biggest we can say largest department, which offers about 12 courses during the B.Sc Honours Agriculture program. So, here we include the agriculture heritage about our ancient agriculture, and there is only 1 theory class per week. Introductory agro-meteorology and climate change. So, this course is of 2 credit hours, 1 theory and 1 practical. Fundamentals of agronomy, that is of 4 credit hours, fundamentals of agronomy, 4 credit hours are there. So, here the 3 theory credit hours and 1 practical. Again this crop production technology second, that is rabi crops, and crop production technology kharif crops. So, both these courses are offered in different semesters and of 2 credit hours, 1 theory credit and 1 practical. So, 2 credit hours each, this crop production technology kharif crops and crop production technology rabi crops. Weed management 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. Farming system and sustainable agriculture, this has only 1 theory class, there is no practical in farming system and sustainable agriculture. Geoinformatics and precision farming, it has the 2 credit hours and 1 practical and 1 theory. Practical crop production, where you have to only this practically you have to grow the crops in the field and take the observations. So, whatever the norms, whatever the technology taught to you in the earlier semesters, you have to apply and raise the crops in the field. So there is only practical classes are there, only practical class, there is no theory class. Practically you have to do all these things. So practical crop production, that is of kharif crops, principles of organic farming, that is again of 2 credit hours course and 1 practical and 1 theory course. Rain fed agriculture and watershed management, this has again 2 credit hours, 1 practical class and 1 theory class. And practical crop production second for rabi crops. I talked about the practical crop production kharif crops. Similarly, the practical crop production for rabi crops is also there, and only practical classes are offered, no theory classes. So students has to do only practically in the fields. Okay, another department, that is plant pathology. It also is associated with this microbiology department. So this pathology department, as I told you, it deals with the various diseases of the different field crops and horticultural crops. So how to manage, the management of these crops and identification of these causal organisms and their management, that is taught, and about 6 courses offers this department. Among these, this fundamental of plant pathology, this fundamental, that is the elementary knowledge about this what is plant pathology, and for this there are 3 credits are there and 2 theory classes and 1 practical. Agricultural microbiology, as you know, microbiology, it deals with the microorganisms. So we here go for agricultural microbiology. There is a medication biology, there is a industrial microbiology. Different microorganisms are used in different for different purposes, and here also in the agriculture microorganisms are very important. So this microbiology, we have the agricultural microbiology, and we offer this one course of 2 credit hours, 1 theory class, 1 practical class. Introductory plant nematology, this word is new, maybe new for you. This nematology, this is also a certain type of disease. This nematodes, they are found in the roots of the plants, and they damage the crop and reduce the yields. So this introductory plant nematology is also having 2 credit hours, 1 theory class, 1 practical class. Principles of integrated disease management, there are 2 credit hours, 1 practical and 1 theory class. Diseases of field and horticultural crops and their management, here there are 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. Disease of field and horticultural crops and their management, this course is again for 3 credit hours and 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. Soil science and agriculture chemistry offers 5 courses. Fundamental of soil science, fundamental, this is of 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes, 1 practical class. Manures, fertilizers, soil fertility management, that is again of 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. So 3 credit hours. Fundamentals of plant biochemistry, it is also of 3 credit hours, 2 theory classes, 1 practical class. And problematic soils and their management, reclamation of the soils. So problematic soils means the saline soils, alkaline soil, where the crops are not grown properly. So one has to reclaim these soils, and so that we can have the good harvest from these crops. So problematic soils and their management, there are 3 credit hours for this course and 2 theory classes and 1 practical. Soil, plant and water testing, we here have only practical classes, no theory classes. Soil, plant and water testing. Soil testing, water testing and plant testing. So we have 2 practical classes every week. So in the soil testing there are 17 nutrients which are required for proper growth and development of the crop plants. So there are major NPK, CHO, 6 major elements. There are 9 micronutrients and there are 6 or 7 trace elements are there. So all these why these soils are tested. If some nutrient is deficient in particular soil, we can apply through fertilizers to the soil, so that a plant or a crop can properly grow and we can harvest the good yields. Entomology, another department which also offers the 5 courses: fundamentals of entomology, principles of integrated pest and management. Fundamentals of entomology, there are 3 credit hours, 2 practical, 1 practical class and 2 theory classes. Principles of integrated pest management, 1 theory class and 1 practical class. Management of beneficial insects. There are not only all insects are harmful, there are beneficial insects are also there, and it is also taught in 2 credit hours, 1 theory and 1 practical. Pest of field crops and stored grains and their management. This is 2 theory classes and 1 practical class. And pest of horticulture crops and their management, horticulture and vegetables. For that purpose there are also this course is offered, and in 3 credit hours per week. So 2 theory classes, and again one this horticulture, this big department. I think I will take this last department, 6, then 6 remaining departments we will cover in maybe in the next our visit. So this horticulture department, it offers 6 courses. Among these, this fundamentals of horticulture, it is of 1 practical class and 1 theory every week, and the production technology for fruit and plantation crops. So that is again 1 theory class and 1 practical class for production technology for fruits and plantation, production technology for vegetable and spices. There is again 1 plus 1, 1 theory class, 1 practical class, and production technology for ornamental crops, MAP and landscaping, 1 theory, 1 practical class. Okay, post harvest management and value addition of fruits and vegetables. That is again important, and theory and practical both are there, 1 theory class, 1 practical class. So I think just to make you aware about these courses, different courses taught in the different semesters, I have also talked about semester wise distribution of these courses, and what different courses are taught by which departments. So department wise what different courses are offered to the students, I have talked about these. Okay, now I think you will be at this stage, you will be maybe having some, because some of the students are already from agriculture background, maybe some are not from the agriculture background, and they will learn something, and also try to understand that what different departments are there, different courses are offered, how many time for theory classes and how much time is for practical classes. So okay, bye till next our visit.